Yo, Joe here from Outdoor Campers. We finally made it to Barcelona. We're on our first park up now. It is minter, to be very honest with you. The weather's like 16 degrees, so it ain't boiling, but it's hot. And the campsite so far looks banging. So we're literally going to do a full van tour now for you guys to watch, and also a tour of the campsite. This is the front cab. We got the swivel seat on the one seat. Put my air fryer over there in a minute just for the video, for the space. And we got like a seat belt lock, which is only cheap's worth having, and then the pedal locks, so nobody can just drive off your van. This seat unfortunately don't swivel. I just got like paperwork and documents up in the top. I got my passports in that part, just more documents and papers. And there's a mirror over there. Oh, hello. And we got some pens in this drawer. It's a van tour now. We just showed you the inside of the van, so there's the inside of the van again. So you've already seen that part. Got a bit of editing to do, but this is, like I said, the messy drawer we call it. It's got all the bits and bobs, like literally pretty much all random stuff, to be very honest with you. Iron, makeup stuff, like the stuff for the windows, cleaning stuff, washing tablets, head torches, toilet roll, pretty much everything that I can get in there. There's loads in it, to be very honest with you, rammed right to the back. Then above us then we got the one window. I am very tall enough to reach it, so I got to use this door, which opens and closes and then locks out for the night time. All the light switches over there, so we've got outside light switches, the two inside switches, and then we got in this drawer is just we used as a closed drawer, which is a bit messy, to be very honest with you. Another closed drawer, and then we got the window by here for the one window sliding open and closed. Same again on all the windows, they pretty much are the fly nets and the blackouts. So we got the sofa by here then. The diesel heater comes out through here, which is at the back of this, which is a very good diesel heater. If you come down and look inside there, I'll put some of that stuff out. It's just like, yet again, like all random stuff. Some more head torches, shaver, like mosquito, what's it called, mosquito killer. It's got to be plugged in, to be very honest, unplugged in. And then like a temperature light, night light. Most of the stuff we use, waterproof cases, bit of tools, bits and bobs, shoe dryers. I do recommend these when you're in a van, so if you go out and your shoes get a bit wet or whatever, you can easily dry your shoes. If you look at the back of there now, you can see the diesel heater, which is a good diesel heater, to be honest with you. It's not one of the cheaper ones. Let's put that back aside. We got 240 plugs there, two of them by there. And then this is our emergency toilet, I call it, because I don't really like using it unless we have to. But what we're going to do is pull that open to drop whatever's in there. Lift them up, give a flush. It goes in there, look. Nice and pink. And then open that and drop it through. And if you come back round to this door, let's move this, that's it. More closed drawers, which has got like all our bits and bobs, mirror, clothes yet again, hoovers, dustpan and brush, random little bits. Well, that's parts of the van, door handle, and just makeup. Obviously not for me. I don't use makeup. And this drawer by here, which goes into the back of the garage. We'll show you this side now in a minute. There is a table inside there, if you show the table. There is a table inside here, which comes, I'll show you now in a minute. I'll set it up just so you guys can see it. So we got our microwave by here, which we to put the sheets on, which I do, as if you look inside there. It's got a pump in there, which I do leave in there at the minute, but the glass you've got to wrap it, otherwise you'll end up rattling everywhere. And then inside that drawer then, it's all like our bits and bobs, cutlery, cups, plates, pans, medicine, which I don't really use the medicine, but the rest we do use. And in this drawer we got basically rammed with like cutlery, knives, forks, no knives and forks, sorry, but you know what I mean, all the cooking cutlery, the kettle that we'd use on the hob. But I've got a normal kettle as well that plugs in the 240. So we got the telly, which is using at the minute the Amazon Fire Stick, but I have got my Xbox with me, so we do use the Xbox. And I got the Starlink internet, which is plugged in by here, and then that's why the wire is running up there, because it's on the roof. Otherwise our wire's not there when I'm on the road. And then this side then, I do need to top the water up, so it's probably a bit low. There's our fresh water. I do need to top it up. We didn't really top it up on the way in. And then in this side then is our cookers, which is all ready to go. And then we just got like in here our toothbrushes, toothpaste, the remote, mosquito killer, which is ideal. You need one of them in the vans. And up the top then is our like just wire drawer to call it, and then it's got my digital TV amplifier and radio and the satellite on the roof for that, which is plugged in wired all the time. We got just up the top drawers then is just our like crisps and all other bits and bobs really, to be honest. So just like another little storage. These are good as well to dry your towels. So if you get ever some of these magnetics, they are magnetics. So you can just bang a towel on. That's why this towel's out, just to show you. So you can dry your towel, naturally just let it dry, and obviously if you want to move it, because they're magnet, you can put it there, put it wherever you want to put it. And then I'll show you the rest of this full shit. Then we've got another pull-out drawer, pop drawer, which lifts up. So obviously you've got your extra storage, and then when you're cooking you can use everything. Up the top by here is my control for my diesel heater, which you can turn off and on however you want to do it, whatever temperature. I normally set it for 30, and I changed that the other day to 14 hours, and I had it running for 14 hours, so it didn't go off at all. And then on top of the wardrobe, I have to get a better angle, I got smoke detectors and carbon detectors everywhere. It's just like a tree little box to put all our other little bits and bobs in. And then it's another carbon detector by here. So then if you stay with it, I'll show you that from this angle at the top. So this is the bed, as you can see. First door is again rammed with clothes. Focus on the clothes. Second one full of clothes again. Like clothes at the top here. This is what I use for my phone. I do recommend getting one of these. Your phone and iPads and other bits and bobs. So you can just put it in like that. You can move it around everywhere in the van. Put your phone there, let down watching it in the night or whatever. If I'm doing a bit of stuff with my iPad or my phone. Another closed drawer. Another closed drawer with the wires for the Starlink. Then the plugs for your phone in the night. We let it sleep this way, so it's a lot longer, to be honest, even though it's made this way. This is made this way just so that there's a light up, reading light up there. There's the power, so we've got loads of USBs and Type-Cs this side. And then same again this side. Doesn't see, but there's Type-Cs by here and USB, and also controls for the lights on this side as well. And also, this comes down, so you can put down in the night if you're doing a bit of a draft or you want to have some privacy when it's open. And then I'll show you from this side in a minute. So we just use that as like a little storage, my protein, night masks and other bits and bobs, and then obviously the other roof. From the outside now. Oh, I didn't do my fridge. Actually, come back in. No, I forgot something. So there's our fridge, which runs off the battery and powered in when you're plugged in. And the freezer, which does stone cold. It says the degrees on is minus 13 in it at the minute. And the freezer. And then, oh yeah, we showed you that clip as well. So if I go outside a minute. Right, so now if I go up there now, I'll show you the outside of the van. So when we parked up, we do put the tyre lock on as well. That's the front of the van. And then I got my awning that comes out, which you can see, that's the satellite on top. And then the Starlink's behind it. There is 3 solar panels on top of the roof, which are going to be quite hard for me to get in the video at the minute. But that's the brand of the awning we've got. I'll just show you the rest of the van now. Quickly, so you can see again. And then the back, that's the diesel heater switch, you know. I just put it on just to show you guys. It's a bit messy in here now, but so this is the back end view. And then, I don't know if you're going to see it now because I've rammed it. That's just for precaution if the batteries did ever die, but they don't. We use an aroma battery, which to be very honest, it was more than enough power. I am going to buy another one in the future, but they're like, probably for the one I want, it's like £1,300, but they're very, very powerful. They're just for the legs to go at the front to chock it up if it's a bit uneven. And we're using all the Victron power supply and electrics. It was all professionally done, to be honest with you. So it's a good system. Don't really have any issues with it. Like I said, that's just a backup just in case we never had to use it. More power outlets by there as well. Switches with the USBs and everything there. That's our table for the front, which I will show you. Just rammed again. Basically the gas bottles behind there, which I'll show. It's just like extra stuff, my motorbike helmet, outside shower tent, and the shower and everything is in there, and the heater for the shower. And in this is the gas bottle and the ironing board, a few other bits and bobs. And then a light, a touch light, I forgot to put it on, which lights up the whole cab. So we got this now, another detector, can't never be too safe. So that's our waste. If I do that, I'll drop all that waste. We got a 100-litre waste tank. There's the water pump, and that's the drop to basically, if you open this, it'll drop all the water on the floor. If you keep it closed, it'll store it. And then that's the 100-litre waste. Yeah, let's do that. And this one is basically another 100 water fresh tank. My engine oil, other leads, jump leads, tyre, pump up, like the toilet stuff. Just general bits and bobs, to be honest with you. Just rammed up my hose pipe and everything. Just obviously overpacked, to be honest with you, for what we need for this trip. But let's look at it from this side. And I'll do the table now. Oh. Show you where this table goes. Oh, I dropped the water. Pause. I need to turn the tap off. Oh, that's where it drops when I open the tap, and this is how you fill it up. So the fresh water point, you just put it in there through the hose pipe, and that'll fill it all the way up. I just left that on just so I don't lose it, really. That's how the fresh water goes into the van. Once there's too much water in the van, it'll overflow and come out like that basically once you fill it in. And I thought I locked it so it didn't drop water, but I've done it the wrong way around, so I've just made a mess by a minute, so I have to let that dry. And yeah, so back into it, there's another hanging rail there, there's a hanging rail there, we got a buyer at the front, I didn't show you earlier, for the night time, even though I got the lockouts. It's got fresh water thing, but I don't really use it, to be honest with you. Just in the night time I pull this down, all the way down to the floor. I'd go with it, but just an example so people can't really look in. And then the table, I haven't been meaning to do it, but I haven't got to the point of doing it yet. I need to get the right size mat so I can have it in with having the mat as well. But that goes like that, so you can just sit down, eat your food, watch your TV, and from here it's not a too bad angle. The TV pulls out and moves all directions. I just put it there for that moment, and then obviously with this table as well, it does the same thing, so you can eat it this way. Sit on here if you're working on the laptop or doing some video editing. That slides up if you was even cooking, and you needed a bit more space, so you can be using stuff here, everything going on by here, so cooking, chefing up. I ain't much of a cook, like, I mean, I burnt pizzas the other day, but I give it a go. I did do a video of the burgers in France. To be honest with you, the burgers weren't nice in France. Didn't have much taste. So I think that's pretty much it for my van tour today, guys. I probably have missed a lot of things, but I will get around to trying to do a better video and keeping you all updated with everything. But we are in Barcelona at the minute. The plan is to go to Madrid, Portugal, and then on from there. We'll keep you updated if you keep following the shorts. We will try and do some longer videos. But yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe.